Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and it's no secret that Moira, the brand new hero, is finally announced. It just came out yesterday at BlizzCon, but it still seems like it's still a BlizzCon exclusive hero to play right now. Soon enough, it will be on the PTR, and then soon enough, it will be on console and live PC. But for this video, I did want to talk about, Moira versus Mercy, and also the other hero cast, because when I made my video yesterday announcing the brand new hero, so many people, and I mean so many people said this was Zenyatta, this was a rework of Zenyatta, oh, it's the female version of Zenyatta, and then there's that one weird guy saying that this was Bastion. Like, bruh, what are you doing? But before I get deeper into the Mercy situation and her possibly getting dethroned by Moira, I wanted to talk about Zenyatta and the similarities that are being drawn by both of them, because on the surface, yes, they seem like very similar heroes. They both are support heroes. They both have an healing aspect and even have an healing ball or a healing orb, and they also have an evil side or a damage dealing side or a purple ball, whatever you want to call it. Now, what I mean by that is that the playstyle is very different, and I know that the orbs are very similar colors, but you gotta think, like, when you see that yellow orb, you see that yellow ball coming from Moira, you know, like, instantly that that's the healing aspect. That's not coming to kill you, similar to Zenyatta's orb, but it's cool because it can heal multiple heroes on the field. Now, when it comes to the purple orb or the evil side of Moira, the reason why it's purple is because you can distinguish, like, okay, that's the evil ball. Like, that's gonna come and kill me, ruin my life, take my Pop-Tarts, whatever the case may be. So that's the reason why they're the same colors. But when you use the Discord orb, it's not like it's giving damage to the enemy team. Like, when you throw a Discord orb on a Roadhog, a Soldier, a Diva, it's not doing damage. You can do extra damage when a projectile or a bullet hits them, but if you just leave it on them, it's not like it's taking the life away. Whereas with Moira, it's taking the life away, and that's where it's going to be very situational, where it's going to be very different as terms of playstyle when you do use Moira, because you can't just willy-nilly just throw that ball around. No, you have to make it bounce around and still have it hit the enemy team, and you want to probably do that inside close quarters. Now, when it comes to the main fire of Moira, this is also where it gets very similar to even someone like Mercy, because it's just a constant beam of just healing. But you guys have to imagine, it's very hard to create a healing aspect that is very useful and very prevalent inside of any situation in Overwatch. So that's why it's probably similar to like Mercy, or even somewhat similar to Zenyatta because of the orb. But when it comes to the similarities, I think it's a very distinct hero. Yes, there are somewhat of the same aspects of other heroes in the game, but when it came to Orisa, these were literally just copies of like Reinhardt in the shield. But you guys also have to imagine, well, we need another shield hero. At least this one is deployable. Same thing with Moira. You have orbs, but they're very different than the Zenyatta orbs. And when it comes to like even the soul sucking ability where you take life away, that is something completely different. There really isn't anything in the game where you literally take energy from other heroes and it replenishes your own health. And personally, I think that's just such a dope characteristic of a hero, where you're able to suck a life out of another hero, sort of like a vampire, replenish your health and distribute that back to your team. There really hasn't been anything like it. There's only really been, well, okay, you either do heals or you do damage, similar to like Ana. You do heals or you do damage. You don't take the life and give it back to someone else. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video, which is going to be Mercy versus Moira, because even in the World Cup, I'm not expecting you guys to be watching the World Cup, but let me know if you even saw maybe the South Korean USA game, because that was really cool. But even in most of these games, you always either saw a Mercy, and sometimes a Zenyatta, and once in a while Lucio. And I think South Korea is the only team that ever used Ana, so we're not even talking about Ana, but more specifically, let's talk about Mercy, because is Moira going to be dethroning Mercy? I want to hear your guys' thoughts, because me personally, I don't think she will. Even how awesome Moira is, and even though I've been hyping her up so much, she just can't do what Mercy does, which is bring people back to life. Because the main aspects of Mercy, why she's so useful, is because, well, she gives consistent and fast heals, even when compared to all the already established healers in the game, but also she can bring people back to life. So let's say she does have Valkyrie and the enemy Mercy, or maybe they don't even have an enemy Mercy on the other team. It's kind of in a sense an 8v6 at that point, because you can bring someone back to life, pop your Valkyrie, and then bring someone back to life instantly right there. In 8v6, that's just not fair, and that's the reason why so many fights are won. Now, bring Moira back into the picture. Is she going to be dethroning? In a sense, I feel like she's going to be a secondary healer. Yes, you can rely on her for, like, if you're a Genji, or if you're a Roadhog, or a Reinhardt, if you're expecting heals from her, that is possible, because she has so many aspects for you to get healed from her, whether it's the orb, or it's just her main fire, which is that healing, I don't know, it's like a healing mist or whatever. You ever go to, like, Disneyland, they have that mist just going on you? That's sort of like that's such a a stupid comparison, but you get what I'm trying to say. Even though there are so many healing aspects to Moira, it's gonna be like kind of her doing her own thing because she's more like a flanker support, which I really like because there really isn't anyone that's a flanker in the support category because of her Fade ability. So she's gonna be able to go in the back, distribute that purple ball, get life from other players, but more or less she's gonna be worried about herself and her healing aspect. Now, obviously there could be changes in the near future on the PTR, but really the primary healer spot, because there's a primary healer and a secondary healer. Lucio and Zenyatta, both secondaries, and Ana and Mercy are both primary healers. Moira, I feel like she's going to be in the middle, but more or less a secondary healer because she's going to be more worried about doing damage to the other team because of her life-sucking ability. Yes, she does have the healing aspect, but you have to remember she replenishes the heals from her sucking the life out of other people. Whereas with Mercy, especially right now, her main job and her main focus and 95 of the effort that's going to be put into Mercy is going to be healing the team. Yes, you will be damage boosting. That's kind of going into the category of healing, but she's not really worried about getting kills. She can. I'm not saying that, but when it comes to Moira, it's not like her only job is to be healing. She's also going to be doing kills, especially with her ultimate ability, she can just demolish so many players. So I don't know if Mercy's going to be coming out of the meta because of this brand new hero. If it was one of those things where it's like, okay, you can cancel any ultimate and it gives you your ultimate from that other healer, then maybe it could be, but as of right now, Moira going to be a great support hero. Not great enough to where maybe she's gonna dethrone Mercy from the #1 spot, but maybe she could. Maybe the meta will change because different team comps will revolve around Moira. I would like to know your thoughts on what you think is gonna happen, but as it stands right now, Mercy, what she does, it's so powerful. Even with the changes that are gonna be coming, with her res ability gonna be taking pretty much 2 seconds, 1.75 seconds, it's still gonna be useful. There's not ever a time where you don't need that res ability, and you've even seen in the World Cup, Mercy was the go-to healer. Yes, sometimes you did see the Zenyatta and the Lucio, but Mercy, even in the pro scene, and the pro scene doesn't determine every single scene, whether it's the casual or the bronze scene, but Mercy, there's not ever a time where she's not needed. So I want to know your guys' thoughts. Moira, I still love her. Don't get me wrong. I think she's going to be one of the best healers in the game, but as it stands right now, man, Mercy is still going to be #1. So love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.